Today's story, Elephants and Hares.
Once upon a time, in a big jungle, there lived a group of elephants. These elephants had everything they needed by a pond, and they didn't have to go anywhere else for water. But then one year, the rains didn't come. The pond began to dry up, and the elephants had no more water to drink. The smaller elephants were really thirsty, and some were even getting sick. So a few of the elephants went to see their king.
Your Majesty, we don't have any water left. The little ones are very weak. We need to find a new place with water.
The elephant king thought for a moment and said,
I remember a big lake far away that always has water. Let's go there.
The next morning, all the elephants started walking. They walked and walked for 5 whole days and nights. Finally, they found the lake the king had talked about. It was big and full of water. The elephants were so happy. They ran straight into the water, splashing and playing. But they didn't notice something important. Near the lake, there were lots of little holes in the ground. Inside those holes lived a group of small hares. The elephants, without meaning to, destroyed many of the holes and accidentally stepped on some of the hares. Many hares got hurt and some even died. When the elephants left for the evening, the hares that survived came out and gathered together.
Oh no, the elephants are going to come back tomorrow. If they do, more of us will get hurt. What can we do? We're so small compared to them. We have to leave this place.
But one clever hare stood up and said,
Wait, this is our home. We don't have to leave. I have a plan to scare the elephants away. Even though we're small, we can still outsmart them.
The next day, the clever hare climbed up on a hill near the elephant's path. When he saw the elephant king coming, the hare shouted,
Stop right there, you big elephant. You can't go to the lake. It belongs to the moon god, and he is very angry with you for stepping on the hares yesterday. Go back right now.
The elephant king was surprised. He didn't want to make any god angry, so he asked the hare,
What do you mean? What does the moon god want me to do?
The moon god sent me to warn you. He is upset because you hurt many hares who are his special creatures. If you don't leave, the moon god will punish you and your herd.
The elephant king thought for a while and said,
Okay, if the moon god is angry, I will leave. But first, I want to see him and ask for forgiveness.
It was evening by then, and the moon was shining in the sky. The clever hare took the elephant king to the lake and pointed at the moon's reflection in the water.
Look, the moon god is down there, sitting in the lake, thinking about the hares who were hurt. If you don't want to make him angrier, you should bow to him and leave.
The elephant king saw the moon's reflection in the water and believed the hare's story. He bowed respectfully and promised never to come back. Then he left with his herd. From that day on, the elephants never returned to the lake, and the hares lived happily without being disturbed.
So you see, even though the hares were small and the elephants were big, the clever hare used his brain to solve the problem. This story shows us that being smart is sometimes more important than being strong.